It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
O Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning, Planet Flipside.
Good morning.
How you doing, Mel?
I have a little bit of a headache, and I'm not sure why.
I had a
How are
headache
you?
2 days ago for 2 days, like
Oh,
the day before yesterday and yesterday,
yeah.
and nothing worked, and I didn't like it. So what are we doing today? Do you have any plans for today?
I made an apple.
Ooh,
I made one. I need to make a couple more.
yeah,
And I gotta go get crickets.
crickets.
And Tiny Mel's boyfriend is coming over. And possibly her best friend.
So we're having a little get together.
Yeah. And I think Corey's coming over later too.
When I was in my late teens, early 20s, a lot of us would go to one person's house and just hang out there.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of us, like 20 sometimes. 7 to 20.
I didn't know that many people. I didn't hang out with that many people.
Oh, I didn't. I used to be a social freaking butterfly.
Oh, I never ever was.
Oh, I was.
I know that's a
I
big
still
shock.
would be if I didn't have all this crap in my bag. I don't really have nothing really new. I don't think. Just the way it is. I was looking at Google looking to see if there's any entry. Boy, news is boring today. Seriously boring.
Maybe I think it's my eyes because they feel very dry.
It might be. Oh, Marvel Studios Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is coming up soon. I'm a little excited about that.
Are you excited?
A little bit. I hope it's better than the second one. The second one was okay.
Yeah.
Is gray hair reversible? A new study digs into the root cause of aging scalps.
What? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Just let your hair do what it wants to do. When I was younger, my hair was like more. It's gotten redder as I get older.
Yeah. Mine.
I was gonna say more brown, but it wasn't because it was more blonde. But it was like a brown blonde.
When I was younger, my hair was a little bit lighter than my dark areas here. And then when I hit puberty, it got really curly, like really curly.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say really curly. I should say curly. It was just curly. And but I had long hair, so there's a lot of weight, so it didn't. But man, my hair was so much easier to deal with when I was younger. Now it's weird because gray hair is definitely different than other hair.
Oh yeah, different texture.
It's like fish line.
Yeah.
It's weird. But I don't want to, I'm just really glad that mine is coming in silver gray and not that dirty dishwater gray. I'm very happy about that. And I keep thinking about dyeing it, and then I'm like, then I have to start all over again probably in a couple of years. I don't want to be the lady with white roots.
The lady with white boots?
White roots.
Oh, roots.
I have my coffee.
Yeah, that's why I stopped coloring my hair. I didn't like having to keep up with it.
Well, that's another thing too, is like I would like to do purple highlights again, but I don't have the money for that. It's gotten so expensive to get your hair done.
Yeah.
And I know why. I mean, it makes complete sense. Products gone up, wages have gone up, you know. I just can't afford it. Because I have to have... I used to interview hairdressers before I I'd go and watch them cut hair, basically.
Right.
Before I'd go to them. Because I had one time I didn't do that, and they gave me bangs. It wasn't even done with the haircut. I'm like, stop. Stop. I'm leaving. I gotta go find somebody to fix this. That was hell. I don't have bangs. I have a widow's peak. You're not supposed to have bangs when you have a widow's peak.
Yeah.
I don't have enough forehead for a widow's peak. My forehead is only 2 fingers large.
Who's messaging us in WhatsApp and they're not on the table?
Oh.
What shenanigans are these?
What shenanigans is this? Oh, it's just Anne saying good morning.
Oh, okay, well.
That's okay.
Okay. She gets a pass.
Oh, my goodness. So Monday, I'm going to dedicate to trying to find an eye doctor, or at least a place I can go to that isn't too expensive, because I'm getting sick playing video games.
Right. What happened to those special glasses?
Those work a little bit, but I think it's my stigmatism. I don't think it's actually inner ear vertigo, because it started happening with Mario Kart last week a little bit too. And yeah. I've never had a problem with Mario Kart, ever. So it's very frustrating. I want to play all the games. That, and I'm really sick of headaches.
Yeah.
Or trying to read stuff. I can't read anything. I have to have hubby read stuff to me. Like my correspondence and stuff. All the stuff from the schools. I can't read it. I've tried doing this and this. Nothing works. Light works sometimes if I have a lot of light.
Yeah.
But like I can't see my keyboard very well right now, but if I put my phone on flashlight and shine it across it, I can see it. So I think part of it is not light sensitivity, but can't see in the dark.
I definitely cannot stand the dark. Blows Corey's mind. He's like, you can't see anything? What about now? What about this? Stop it. I can't see.
See, I always have been able to see really well in the dark, like my whole life, until like a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's been
Hey,
years
Jelly
for me.
Bean.
Hi, Jelly Bean.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Better than yesterday?
Left to be determined.
That's yet to be determined. I love it. What are you doing today? Anything
I was
exciting?
working. I'm drawing an Eliza.
Ooh,
That's exciting.
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's almost done. I just gotta work on a couple more details in the background and it'll be done.
Very cool.
And then I can make her stickers finally after like almost 3 months. Jesus Christ.
I'm making an apple. Well, this one I already made, but I gotta make a couple more.
It's cute.
That's nice. I like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you stuff it with like
There's an
cotton or
actual
something?
lumigurumi pattern and not an amigurumi pattern.
Oh,
Oh no, I lied. Just kidding.
okay.
Did you
The
stuff
leaf,
it with
the leaf
something
was
to
a
make it
lumigurumi
squishy?
pattern, not an amigurumi.
Okay.
Is there nobody in
use
the
the-
comments today?
Nope.
I used the amigurumi pattern for the fruit.
Well, damn.
I made my own stem, and that was a lumigurumi pattern.
Oh, okay.
The leaf. Yeah, we're just talking to ourselves today, Jelly Bean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like talking to you guys.
Yeah. We're just visiting.
At least we're in good company.
That's true. That is
So-
very, very true.
I'll show you what I was working on.
Okay.
Give me just a second. Pull up my settings. Camera. Back camera. Da, da, da. Camera on. It's an Eliza.
Aww.
That's
That's
cute.
cute.
She wanted her old profile picture to be made into a sticker with her face on it.
That's
And this
cute.
is what I have so far.
I liked it.
More settings. Oh, now there's folks in the comments.
Yeah,
Go.
it's goat.
Oh,
Morning goat.
just go. Okay. Hi, Daddy.
I
From
say
the
him
other
all
room.
time. Portland squatters took over an abandoned bar and it just went up in flames.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was not a good investment.
Well, they were squatters.
Oh. Insurance? Oh, never mind. Just ignore me. It was not a wise decision either way. Location, location.
They actually, the squatters cut down trees to build fires.
But why?
They were serious. They wanted their bar.
Apparently. Rude.
40 firefighters were on scene at one point. There were no reported injuries and the fire did not spread to any neighboring homes or buildings.
good.
Firefighters are investigating the cause. Well, that's good. I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Wah. So, how's everybody's morning?
Mel made up the things today, so I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. And then I kept sharing the links wrong and I had to delete
I
them
was
all.
wondering why my WhatsApp kept going off.
I'm just
What
posting
the hell
something,
is
deleting
going
it.
on?
Mel was
this
not
morning?
awake enough or caffeinated at all to do that.
I
This is
skipped
why
coffee
you
twice this
caffeinate
week,
first.
yesterday and the day before, and I have no idea why I did that. It's been a crazy week for me.
Caffeine's important, Mel.
Well, I mean, I normally, when I do the rooms in the morning, I normally do it like I wake up and I do the rooms and then I go downstairs and I have my breakfast and my coffee. And normally it's not a problem, but today I was struggling.
As always.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yep. That it do. That it do.
And then I was looking for something to watch because, you know, I eat my breakfast. On the weekends, I eat my breakfast and I put something on the TV. I was looking for something to watch, and usually there's some kind of movie on. Like, normally Harry Potter, one of the Harry Potters is on.
Those are all on HBO now. All of them.
Well, I just wanted to watch a little bit of something while I ate. You know, I wasn't going to watch a whole movie. And I couldn't find anything, and I was scrolling through, and I saw something that I'd never heard of before called Breakthrough. And it's a movie, and it had Chrissy Metz and Josh Lucas. And I was like, oh, Chrissy Metz, I like her. She's from This Is Us. And so I stopped to watch some of that, and it was pretty good. This couple adopted. They were on a mission trip in some
Other
southern country. I don't remember where it was. It was one of the Central or South America.
There.
And they adopted this boy that they found there. At the point in the movie I came in, he was 14. I don't know when they adopted him.
Right.
But he's out playing with his friends and falls through the ice on this lake that they're, you know, playing on. And they fall through the ice, and he's under for like 20 minutes before they get him out. And anyway, it's the point.
Not
I
a happy
left that
movie.
they were able to resuscitate him after like 45 minutes, and like they had given up, but he was resuscitated, and now he's, you know.
Mel,
still
this is
sleeping.
not a
He's
very
still in
happy
coma,
movie.
but- So I don't know what happened after that. It made me cry. I cried.
We've been rewatching West Wing. I don't know why I like that show so much, but I really do. I think it's
I've
the
never seen it.
actors. The actors are really good.
Yeah.
And there's politics in it, but it's really not about the politics. It's really about the cohesiveness of the different departments and the families and stuff. It's actually really good.
I've never seen
And
it.
Sheen is really good in it as the president. Yeah,
Those had me
hubby
stuck
and I
on
do
this
too.
show called What Actually Happened. And
That
it's
sounds
going
fun.
through like all these different moments in history of people that were murdered, like celebrities and like these major cases and things.
Yeah.
And talking about like literally what actually happened.
I would like that.
I'd probably
Like
that.
one episode, like I was saying yesterday, one was Whitney Houston. I've seen one talking about John F. Kennedy Jr. and his plane crash.
Yeah, that one was suspicious.
The one with
Hi, Mama Chris.
Travis Alexander and that crazy Jodi Arias or whatever, that was insane.
Sometimes you hear the story and you go, I can't make this shit up. You know?
And there's been like quite a few others, but I've only kind of been glancing back at the TV. George Michael was on last night. That one was pretty decent. That was interesting.
I've been seeing a lot of clips on TikTok of the movie they made about Temple Grandin.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I read her book.
We have a
It
book
must have
about
been her
Temple
first
Grandin in the
one.
library.
Very good.
There's a whole there's like a whole series of who was, you know, this person and what was this event or where was this thing. And it's like, you know, thank you, Mom Chris. like who was George Washington Carver, who was, you know, Martin Luther King, like biographies and stuff. But it's like a series, and it's more geared towards kids to get them interested in those things. And one of the kids just really loves them. Like, he's in almost every morning. He comes in before school, you know, to trade out books to get a new one. And it's nice to see, because this is not a well-behaved kid. Like, I love this kid. He drives me crazy. And he's one of the 6th graders in that one 6th grade class that we have every single day. And he's so disrespectful. But he loves to read. So, you know, he gets a
He might
plus in
turn
my book
around.
for that.
He might learn his lessons.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially if he's a reader. That
He's going
shows
places.
that shows self-motivation.
He's you know, got a thirst for knowledge. He's reading the nonfiction books, you know.
This is going to be such a shitty statement. But
What?
at least if he's going places, and if one of those places is prison, at least they have a library.
Well, you know, 6th graders, everything's a competition to them. So
Yeah,
one's being
that's
rude,
true.
the other has to outdo them. Like, they think they're on a Comedy Central roast all the time.
I love that, though.
So do I.
Like, I don't even care.
Oh my god, I love Lee McNasty.
Mama Chris
I
says,
literally
"Jelly
don't even care.
bean!"
I love those freaking videos. Teacher reenacting like students in the class, and all the girls every time without fail. There's one that has to say that in every clip.
There's this one teacher. She has really short hair, like really short, kind of spiky in the front. And she does TikToks about her classes all the time. And
I think I know who you're talking about.
I can't think of her name.
You talking about Miss Manx?
I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
She got dirty blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Manx. Miss Manx.
Miss Minx. She's hilarious. She cracks me up. I would have probably done really good in her class, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I still don't have any idea what class she teaches.
I want to say it's like history or...
I don't know. She talked about fruit
Something.
one day. Fruits and vegetables, and how stuff wasn't a fruit and stuff wasn't a vegetable, and some things were berries. And
Okay, we might not be talking about the same person here.
Yeah.
Because I know Miss Manx, she talks about like in classroom issues. Like, she talks about stuff that's like tough subjects where kids have special learning needs and things like that in the classroom. And they're kind of like skits where it's like, you know, this was a experience that either she went through or one similar, or somebody submitted a story and she like reenacts them to kind of give an inside view of...
There's a lot of hairdressers who do that.
Kids are going through. Yeah, kind of like that.
Well,
Jelly bean!
What I do? What I do?
You know what I'm talking about? Next time I run into one of her videos, I'll send it to you guys so you know what I'm talking about.
I'm big good bean at drawing. I was working so I can get an order finished.
You know who I'm talking about? She's really funny. She really is.
I love Omaha Cat Lady when we talking about teachers. She got some funny shit.
I like the rainbow
she's
lady,
like all over the
art
place.
teacher. Only because I want her wardrobe. It's all rainbows. Her whole wardrobe is like rainbow. It's so cool. When I was in elementary and junior high, I really thought about becoming an elementary art teacher. Seriously. And the biggest reason was I knew I could wear whatever I wanted.
I couldn't be an art teacher. I really couldn't. And
Not an elementary art teacher? That's like crafts.
Oh, no. See, here's the thing.
Somebody's cutting the grass and I can't hear Jelly Bean.
Is this better? I adjusted
Yeah.
my mic where it's at.
Not
Okay.
really.
I'm sorry.
Come closer.
I can't,
closer.
or it will be.
No, too
It will be.
close.
It will be in my mouth if I move it anymore. Me working, trying to teach kids stuff, especially like kids that just aren't getting it.
Mhm.
And because I am so desperate to help them understand, I actually end up overstepping and actually end up doing the shit for them.
Oh no.
Because, like, I just want them to do well, so much so that, like, I end up overtaking everything. So, yeah, I can teach. I'm just not very good at it in a lot of circumstances.
You have to be more concerned with the process versus the outcome.
Yep.
I know, but when you've
Trust
got
the
students
process.
that like want to get to that outcome so bad, and you have the ability to give them that outcome.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you did it, not them. That's the
Right.
only problem.
They are so proud when they're the ones that did it. I mean, they
Oh,
might
I
be happy
know.
that they got to the end, but they are so much more proud.
Did you guys ever do junk box?
Junk box?
Yeah, we took like, it was like all kinds of different things, like empty soup cans, Raffy, different types of cloth, just like junk in a box, pieces and pieces. And then we had to like sculpt something with all of it.
Oh yeah, recycle.
I love
sculptures.
those. You do so
No, that
well with
sounds
my
fun.
kids, Mama Chris says. Jelly
Yeah. Your kids hate me at this point.
What were you trying to teach them, Jelly Bean?
How to respect their mom
Oh.
and be good listeners and follow directions. Common sense shit.
Do you ever look at where I'm pointing? Have you ever? I do that all the time with everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. If I like, it's right there, and they're looking over here, and it's right there, and I say, "Excuse me, look at my finger. Now look down the line. Oh, I see it. Yeah, yeah, pointing at it. Procreate.
Oh yeah, I've been teaching them how to procreate. Not in that way. The app. How
The
to
app?
use the app that I draw on.
Oh, which one do I draw on?
I always
I figured
forget that
out. If anybody else
Procreate.
didn't, they're just wrong.
I always forget that Procreate suits people who are not artistically inclined.
Yeah,
That word has alternate meanings, and I'm like,
that's
wait.
why I giggled. I know.
Sorry.
I knew that what they meant, but I use Ibis Paint. But don't you work on an Apple tablet?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm on a Galaxy.
Android.
Samsung Galaxy.
Question. Have we heard from Eliza?
I did check in on her this morning, and
Okay.
she said she's just really busy, personal stuff.
Okay. I get worried
I do too. And
because it's not like Eliza to be quiet for very long.
Yeah, and hubby went back and noticed it had been more than a week that we haven't heard from her, so I checked.
Well, I mean, I could have swore she had been on a show or two over the past week.
The last one she was on was Family Game Night last week.
It was last week?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that she had been in WhatsApp over the weekend because she said she wasn't prepared for book club last weekend.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I've been meaning to ask, but I kept hoping maybe I'd see her on a show or something. She'd surprise us, and ta-da, there she be.
Well, you could talk to her. You can instant message her or put
Oh, I know. I intend to. It's just
put something
I
in
didn't
the
know if
main
y'all had
chat.
heard from her. I didn't know if she was sick or something had
Me
happened because
neither.
I've seen Uni.
I don't think she's sick.
But Uni hasn't
She
said
just
anything.
busy.
So.
She's doing life stuff.
Uni has a lot of stuff going on too, but she's been kind of around. Dun dun dun!
Yeah,
I really have to
her,
get on board with doing
periodically.
TikToks again.
I just message her every so often in Discord just to let her know, hey, I'm still working on your stuff, by the way. I know it's been forever since you ordered it, but...
Mel, did you stop doing cosplay because you didn't feel like doing it anymore, or did you stop doing it because you don't have time?
Time.
I was just curious. I don't know why it popped in my head, but I thought, well, you're here, I'll ask.
Right, go to Mel's profile and go back a ways. Because now I'm curious.
About what?
I've never seen her cosplay.
Ooh, you should check out her Lady J.
You should check out the intros to the videos on YouTube, the intros to the lives, because you see pictures of it.
I don't.
She was a deer once. That's on the opening to Family Game Night.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that picture.
I love that one.
But I want to see like the actual cosplays in action, not just pictures.
Well, they're on my TikTok.
Go to the very bottom and work your way up.
That's what I said I was going to do when I find an hour of free time.
Same with mine. You can see, if you just start from the bottom and work up, you can see the progression.
I mean, there were a lot more on that other app, but, you know.
Yeah. I posted all of mine on here. I just went and did one at a time, delete it, copy it over, delete it.
I didn't feel like doing all that. Plus, there were like a million duets.
Yeah, I didn't do any duets. And I didn't do any I'm talking to that app.
Yeah.
One, so it wasn't technically all of them, but it was a lot. I was putting out a minimum of 3 a day. Minimum at that point.
I think when I finish the 2 commissions that I'm on currently, I am closing my damn commissions for a bit.
That's a good idea. You need to rest. You get burnt out.
Well, I just want to get back to doing stuff for myself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I enjoy the money that commissions bring, but it just doesn't seem to be as fulfilling for me at this point.
The shit, my train derailed.
Uh-oh.
I was like,
everybody off.
We are currently working on raising money so that we can have a music program next year.
Oh, awesome.
Y'all don't have a music program?
Mm-mm. We don't get funding in Florida for all the good stuff. It pisses me off.
Florida doing some mean ass shit.
Yeah, if I could get political on this channel, I'd probably.
Oh, I know.
Hollering.
I'm just saying. I didn't know if y'all had been made aware of it or.
Oh no, we're living it.
Yeah,
that's why I was asking.
But we are going to have a music program next year. We already have the, person who's going to run it.
Oh, awesome.
Now we're just trying to
get
our
funds.
current fundraiser that I'm running is for, it's going to all go to the music program.
Sometimes I can't tell if
wish somebody
would
sponsor
step
it.
up or the fuck.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea of people with money sponsoring stuff like that. I love that idea. It used to happen all the time, not anymore. Usually what
everybody broke.
Not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody.
Normal people.
Just us.
Well, all the ones that have the compassion.
The mentality of growth.
Yes. The helpful hearts are broke.
Yeah, actually, I was talking very seriously with my mom about moving to Michigan.
Look, We can't all move to Michigan, man.
She has a house there and like acres of land, so I could build a house there.
Like, I want to go. Stop in North Carolina on your way. Pick me up.
We'll pick you up.
Okay. I'll
Either
help
that
pay for
or Beatrice, Nebraska, where they're giving the land away for me. And my stepfather's family lives there.
I just want to get away from here.
You vote for everyone coming to Michigan? Well, and I'm one of those people who grew up in Michigan, so driving down to Detroit for a cup of coffee just is his day out for me. I don't think people understand it. Like here in Florida, if it's more than an hour, people are like, oh, that's too far. No, it's not. We used to drive a long ways to see people. And my mom and I and my brother would sometimes spend the night at her friend's house because it was such a long drive and we wanted to do dinner and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't good for her to drive home in the dark. We just stayed there. It's a normal thing in Michigan, I think, at least from the people I know. I told Mom all we have to do is be careful of the Michigan militia, but I probably know half of them anyway. An hour is normal. My bus ride when I was in junior high was 2 hours.
I live in Jacksonville. There's 2 Dunkin' Donuts within 5 miles of me.
Yeah, that would be rough to take home. I've lived without fast food before. I can do it. I'll have to start
I go 10 minutes in any direction. There's a McDonald's, a Dunkin'.
Facts.
Ours aren't that close here, but I understand.
Wawas are popping up everywhere.
We don't have Wawa. We have Sheets.
When I went to Pennsylvania, when I went to live to Pennsylvania, we didn't have Wawas. I never heard of a Wawa. And my girlfriend says, let's just go up to the Wawa. And I said, the what?
The who?
I thought she was pulling my leg. I was like,
It's
called Wawa. And I'm like, oh my God. Is there a Walmart here so I can like just not feel so culture
The first time I
right
ever
now?
heard of Wawa, because we didn't have it here until about 5-6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, that's
7.
right.
I don't know. The first time I ever heard of Wawa, it was in a movie. You remember the guys from Jackass?
Yes.
Yeah, but I never watched
well,
the
Bam
movies, but I know who
Margera,
you're
the
talking
skateboarder, he had made a movie with his friends, not the ones from Jackass, although some of them were, it was whatever. But he made a movie called Haggard. And at one point, this guy's like trying to get over his breakup he just had. And one of the guys says to him, have you tried breaking bottles behind Wawa? That was the first time I ever heard of Wawa. Kind of the same idea as breaking plates, but
Yeah,
bottles.
into the metal trash can.
First time I ever heard of
Yeah,
Wawa
they totally
was
did the smart thing and used a metal trash can.
I was dating a dude up in Virginia, and I was up there for the weekend, and I was like, so where can we go get a cup of coffee around here? Is there a Dunkin'? And he was like, closest thing to here is Wawa. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, a what?
Like, he's like, it's a gas station. And I was like, oh, you mean like Sheets? And he's like, the fuck is Sheets?
That's what I thought too when you said that.
I was like, it's like 7-Eleven, but on steroids. And he's like,
yeah,
same thing.
They have little kitchens in them.
Yeah.
That was so weird for me. I'm like,
if you don't have a Sheets, you have a Wawa. If you have Wawa, you don't have Sheets.
They're probably a similar company.
I do still have sheets. I'm sitting on them right now.
I'm sitting on my sheets. That was funny. Oh, here's something that's a little political but medical. Why? I don't understand how a doctor cannot have any in-person at the doctor's office appointments left, but you would be more than happy to do a televisit with you.
They need a bigger office.
I said, and I did. I had one yesterday with my doctor. And I told her everything that was going on, and she said, "Okay, well, we'll just put you on the stronger antibiotic." I'm like, "Okay." She was on the phone. It wasn't even a televisit. It was just a phone call because her televisit thing wasn't working. And I'm like, "Okay." She didn't look at the problem or, ask me any details about it. It was weird.
But yet they get all mad when we self-diagnose by looking at videos on TikTok.
Well, I have my mom.
How can you possibly do that? How can you do that? Because we watch doctors like you make videos that teach us how to do it.
Yeah.
Mama Chris says we don't have a Wawa or whatever. Yeah, what I'm used to is those little gas stations, which are mom and pop gas stations. Really, we didn't really have any Texaco or whatever. I don't know what to call it. I think we finally got a 7-Eleven when I was like 15. But it was by
we
the
didn't
mall.
have 7-Elevens either. I kept seeing them advertised on TV, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven one day.
Same here.
And
we have two
when
right
the big gulp was a big gulp. I mean, it was huge. It's like a bucket. But anyway, it's usually the store is just a straight shot of 2 aisles. There's coolers on this side, chips and candy, and then a little bit of
normal shit,
first aid stuff, and that's it.
Oh, I got one. Okay, so I was having trouble with one of my tires not long after we got the car, and so I said, well, to keep track of it, I'll just get a tire pressure gauge. And I was like, well, where can I get a tire pressure gauge? Because at the point in present time, it was late and everything was like closed. So I went to the gas station because I had to get gas anyway. I walk in Sheetz, which is a gas station on steroids. They sell food, beer, drinks, ice cream, random car stuff, like if you need oil or fluids, stuff like that. So I walk up to the cashier and I'm like, excuse me,
excuse me, I like about 50 pounds of random car stuff.
Where do you keep your tire pressure gauges? And she was like, a what?
Oh my God.
I was like, the thing you put on the valve stem of your tire to check the pressure? Oh, our air pump's outside. I was like, no. I need something that I can stick on it to tell me what the pressure is. She said, well, it's got a gauge on it that tells you how many pounds of pressure. I was like, face palm. Yeah. No. It's a little stick, about yay long. You put on the thing. And
a little piece
thing
pops out and tells me
up,
how much pressure it is.
And it tells me it's got little numbers on it. And she's like, oh, I don't think we have those. Excuse me? Y'all sell sunglasses. Y'all sell first aid. Y'all sell oil. You sell antifreeze. Wiper fluid. Hell, you might even sell blinker fluid for all I freaking know. But you mean to tell me you don't have a pressure gauge? Y'all used to carry it like at the register. They would like all be stacked together in like rainbow assortment of freaking colors. You get a blue one, green one, so you could see it in the dark. Hello. So I called my husband and I'm like, Daddy, I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get a tire pressure gauge. Because I had one in the door of my Jeep that no longer runs. It just sits in the yard. But somebody took it. So I couldn't find it, which is why I had to find another one. I was like, they even make them that are on keychains. I've seen them. What the fuck? So what kind of gas station doesn't sell these things? Like, that's an important thing.
I saw something on TikTok where you basically put, I guess it's just like an alternative kind of cap on the stem. And it's like a tire pressure gauge, and you put the thing on your dash, and it tells you at all times what your pressure is.
I sent that to Goat yesterday.
That would be really handy for truck drivers.
I want it. It would not be handy for truck drivers, though. In theory, yes. In practice, bad idea. No. They go through tires like most of us go through panties.
This is true.
I did see another video though where they have created a new concept for tires that would be airless.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Because then that means Carrie Underwood's got to write another song. Because she can't slash the tires anymore. I don't know how that would work. But they got like these fins in them.
Cut it open.
Well, see, it looks like if you look at them from the side, they literally look like a jet engine because they've got the fins in them.
Yeah,
They're solid rubber. Cool. I want to try it because I have low profile tires on my car and I hate them. They give me so much anxiety. Because with standard tires, if you get like a small leak or whatever, you've got some cushion. You've got some wiggle room to get from where you're at to somewhere to put air in the tire. Low profiles, you've got about 2.5 milliseconds before you are on the rim. Sucks.
I found a head with no wig.
Yeah, all my cosplay stuff is in a tote in my closet.
I need to come up with something new for my wigs. The heads are getting kind of a lot.
I have to put up with Goat until the 1st. I'm just going to say that now. I have to put up with him being home till the 1st.
It's going to be a mixed bag.
Lit. Yeah, because from where I sit, I enjoy him being here. So it's not like that's the issue. The issue is him being home for a fucking week solid is going to drive me insane when he leaves.
Because it's out of
the norm. And I get used to him being home, so like I adapt to it, and by the time I get adapted to it, that's when he has to leave. And so then like the first week after he leaves is going to be a bitch. I'm going to be an emotional wreck.
That's okay, we still love you.
Just because of the stress of making sure bills stay paid and bellies stay fed while we wait for the, transition to mellow its way out. Like, I'm so glad and so relieved that he doesn't have to work for those assholes anymore. But at the same time, this is new and I do not adjust to change very well.
Yeah.
It takes me about a good month or two to
Mama Chris says I tell mine to get the hell out. Oopsie.
That's because we don't like yours. He not nice. He don't play well with others. We just don't like him. He's a poo-poo head.
So tonight we have Fall Guys and Cards Against Humanity. Am I missing something? No, that's it, right?
No. Pretty sure that's it. Unless we can invite Sir Rich to come back and have a chat with us.
I think he's in the middle of something. We're waiting on him to get his game so we can play.
That's fine. He can take his time because that gives me time to color my beaver. Because I put that on back burner because that's for me. So I can get other shit caught up.
She's going to be a beaver in the role-playing game.
I know.
Okay.
It's still funny to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, still a lot to unpack there.
And he made me a little fat fox, and I love it.
I love it.
So cute.
I like Toby's doggo, too. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm going to have a heart stroke before spring is over.
A heart stroke?
Heart stroke.
Wow.
It's like a heart attack and a stroke put together.
A cardiovasectomy.
This is worse than that. If I have to hear one more baby rabbit screaming outside my house.
That's unnerving.
It is unnerving, especially late at night. And it's your cat that is a mass murdering fuckhead.
They sound like women screaming in a horror movie.
No, this is like way more gut-wrenching because they are babies. And it's killing me. Because I'm one that's like, oh, I'll save you. I'll fix you.
First time I heard baby rabbit scream. We've gotten out of the pen when we were keeping rabbits, and we've gotten out of the pen, and I was chasing them down. That whole thing's fast. I happened to get to the point where there was a piece of tile that was about 1 foot square leaning against the wall, and he was hiding underneath it. And I could just reach both hands on either side and get hold of him. At which point, when I did, all of a sudden he screamed my murder. I almost lost him because I was like just jumped back like, oh god, I've hurt him. I realized no, I'm not hurting him.
He's just scared.
Floof is hurting them because she won't kill them. She brings them to me like, here, I brought you a new pet. And they range in size. Like, I have had at least 3 this week that I have had to rescue from her. Because I was standing in the kitchen cooking last night, and all of a sudden I heard the noise, and I knew what the noise was. So I ran outside, and I start immediately, like, chastising this cat. Going, excuse me, let him go. Let him go. It's like the scene from Cinderella with Lucifer and the little mice. Yeah, that's Floof with baby rabbits. And it's so sweet, though, because she'll bring them to me. She's real gentle with them. But last night, apparently, this one decided it didn't want to come home with her. So she broke his leg.
Oh,
and I was super pissed about it because I was like, I need to help it. And he goes like, you can't fix that. You got to let it go. You got to let nature take its course. And I'm like, no. Because it's kind of my fault this happened. So I feel like I need to fix it. And he's like, you can't fix it. It is broken. And I was like,
I was living in a condo. There was a cat who liked us and would stand on our porch all the time. And one time I heard this screaming. I opened the back glass door, sliding glass door. And the cat and the rabbit jumped in the apartment. Just jumped in.
Yep.
And she's screaming, blah, 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 blah. And she got it. And after she got it, she let it go and ran away. Well, she had tore up its neck and back, basically the skin. And I was about to take care of it when my roommate came in and said, no, I want to help it. And I said, it's going to die in 2 days. You know that, right? It's no matter what you do. You can't
just going to die anyway.
Fine. It's your responsibility, not mine. But I'm a little heartless because I grew up on a farm.
I mean, I understand like how nature works and that sort of shit, but it was just like I feel responsible that this poor innocent little creature got its foot broken because my cat wanted to be an asshole and can't get the message through her head that I don't need a pet.
Well, it's not heartless either when you're putting it out of its misery. Why make it suffer for 2 days?
To make her feel better. That was what that was about.
No.
The keyboard almost flipped over. What the heck? What are we having for lunch today?
I'm supposed to be making steak sandwiches.
For lunch?
With peppers and onions. Yeah, for lunch.
That's pretty good. You gonna take a nap now?
No.
I gotta go get crickets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Tiny
Every
Mouse
time I see a bearded dragon, I think of you.
Would you like to see a bearded dragon every day? I'll ship him to you.
No, thank you. My cat would probably kill it.
I was just looking over statistics for cats because I remember reading somewhere that there was a thing saying that cats are, based on number of animals that they kill, number of cats are one of the most deadly species on the planet. And I got a statistic here from 2021 that the absolute cats kill 1.1 or 1.61 to 4.95 billion invertebrates, 1.61 to 3.58 billion fishes. I'm gonna skip the I'm gonna round off what we'll do. 1 to 4 billion amphibians, 1.5 to 4.5 billion reptiles, 2.5
We need to send
to
them to
5.5
Florida.
billion birds, and 3.5 to 10 billion mammals each year. That's a shit ton.
Yeah, it is.
I don't mind that she's hunting animals, because that's what she does. And she hunts squirrels all the time, and it doesn't bother me. She's caught birds, and it doesn't really bother me. It's just when I have to hear them scream. So it's like, if you're going to kill it, just kill it away from the house. Keep it over there in somebody else's
somewhere where I
yard.
can pretend like I didn't know it was happening.
Eat what you kill. Don't bring it to me to fix it. I don't want to keep it. And I understand,
they expect you to eat it, actually.
Oh, they do. They do, because they feel like we are, like, terrible hunters. So they think that they are mothering us, not the other way around.
You're supposed to pretend like you eat it while you give them food.
Can you imagine if you
managed thank you for taking care of me, but for the most part, it's we think you're a dumbass and you need to eat, so here you go.
Can you imagine if you did train them for to take them away from the house? You doing this, and you hear suddenly instead of just you hear and they hop into the.
Oh, she got smart-assed with me, honestly, because originally she had brought me living squirrels. Okay, like these young squirrels, she would catch them kind of like the rabbits and bring them up. Well, after one incident where the squirrel ended up running up my leg and jumping over the porch rail and running to the tree, and then she tried to go after it, and we were having to forcibly take her in the house to give him a chance to get away. I had chastised her and told her, ma'am, from now on, if you're going to kill a squirrel, actually kill it. Please don't bring me no live squirrels. I don't want them. I don't need them. I don't like them.
They're not necessary.
Exactly. And see, we have a big pecan tree in the yard, so we don't really mind because it keeps pests from taking our nuts out of the tree.
Right.
So then she decided the next time she caught one, she was going to behead it and leave its bloody carcass on my sidewalk in front of my house. Never found his head. I think she ate it, but
she probably did. That's the best part.
She sacrificed him and left his bloody corpse on my freaking sidewalk. And it was raining, so it was all dramatic.
That sounds more like a message from the cat mafia.
It was. It was great. It was hilarious. My kid comes home. She's all pissed off because she loves the squirrels outside. She talks to them while she waits for the bus in the morning. She's like, no, not Jerry. Like,
not Jerry.
Sorry. They're all named Jerry. That's the sad part. She names them all Jerry. Like, we need to tell Jerry and Jerry Jr. and Jerry the 3rd and Jerry the 11th that they need to stay out of my yard if they want to live.
Sounds like a plan to me.
She was like, no. They're my friends. I was like, you need to pick better friends. Because Floof says they're food. Yay!
People eat squirrel. I've never actually had squirrel before. We've never.
My granddaddy did.
It's necessary to kill squirrels because there's just nothing to them.
Yeah.
I'd rather go fishing than eat a squirrel.
My granddaddy would hunt squirrels, and then he would clean them, and then they would make stew out of them. My mom said it was really good. I'm not that adventurous yet.
Oh, I would try it if I had a chance, but I never did, and it never seemed appealing. The smallest thing I've ever eaten is rabbit and snake, depending on how you look at that.
quail. That's the smallest thing I've eaten.
I've had a game hen, the Cornish hens.
Yeah.
I think that's about the smallest for me.
Those have a lot of meat on them comparatively, though. To squirrels.
Yeah.
I tried lamb once. Rack of lamb. It's like very expensive pot roast is what it tastes like.
Yeah.
It's very gamey.
Oh, the
Yeah,
one I
in my
had wasn't
opinion.
gamey. It was just, it tastes like pot roast. Like
Like,
this is way too much money. I didn't cook it.
My kids love lamb. Me, on the other hand, I want to like it because I know it's like a healthier meat option. But I really, honestly don't like it that much.
I don't care for it.
Because of the gaminess to it. It's something about it.
I'll take marbled beef out of anything. I don't care what cut it's on, it's marbleized.
Yes. Goat kills me when we have ribeye steaks. Like, he'll want a ribeye steak with all these big chunks of fat and marbling and stuff. And then he cuts the damn fat out of it.
Before he cooks it?
While it's
big
cooking.
hunks of fat
It'll
on his
melt
plate.
right in.
I'm like, sir, that's where all the flavor is. And he's like, I don't like it. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why do you buy
I
these
will cook
expensive
it with the
steaks
fat
cut
on
the
it
fat?
because,
And then
flavor.
cut it off.
But I won't eat the fat.
Well, I mean, you can't cut it out of the steak before you cook it because there's like, you know how ribeyes have those big pockets of fat. And I'm
But
like,
you
why don't
definitely cook it with it there.
So I've gotten to a point where I refuse to buy ribeyes anymore. They cost too much. He wastes like a good portion of it anyway. So I'm paying for meat that's literally going in the garbage. So I started buying these flat iron steaks and putting them in the air fryer because my air fryer has the grill pan, and so we can just grill indoors. And I swear it tastes just like a damn filet mignon when you're done with it.
I like the cheapest cut, and that is chuck steak. It's nicely it's always nicely marbled, and all you have to do is put a little salt and pepper and throw it on the grill. It's good stuff. Doesn't taste any different.
I like whatever somebody else cooks.
Yeah, I like somebody else cooks too.
I mean, my favorite is a filet, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't care for those little non-fat cuts.
It's just outrageous. Well, see, I love a ribeye, but I also like eating the fat because that's where I seasoned it. My kids will fight over the globs of fat that he leaves on his plate.
Then it's not going to waste. What are you complaining about?
One of the
because they're not
family
always
barbecues. Home. One of the family barbecues down here has a ribeye steak sandwich. It is so freaking good. So freaking good.
One of the barbecue places around here they call it the bird dog. It's smoked turkey and smoked sausage. That's my favorite.
Well, that looks better. Oh, that's the...
Yeah. I used to like my blue rare, but then I had kids and I have to go medium rare now.
I can't do blue. I can do rare. I can do medium. But don't give me blue and don't give me burnt. I
can only do blue when I know the cow. Like, I know where that cow came from and how it was butchered and stuff. That's the only time I can do blue.
Okay, I go take a nap before I go get crickets.
All right. I knew you were going to take a nap. I called it.
Yep.
You
know did. I heard it.
All right, everyone. We will see you tonight at Fall Guys.
See you there, Mel. Love you. Love you, Jelly Bean.
I love you all. See you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
It is by Will Alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.